Hi everybody, this is Val and this is Harvest for Jesus too. Today is Labor Day, Monday, September 4th, and I wanted to share two things with you today, a very quick dream and then also the Google Doodle for today, my interpretation of what I saw. So I'll just start with the Google Doodle. I think I'm going to have it as my picture for this video, but I hope I don't get dinged for that. I might have to take that part down, but I'll try anyway. So it was all about Labor Day, and there were all these types of jobs, and that's what most people would see. And the first letter, the G, it was a bowl of soup that looked almost like a big huge tsunami wave. And then there was a little person below, and it looked like the chef, but the person was all in white, and it had a whisk. The person had a whisk. So that to me looked like the 144,000 that are transformed just as the tsunami waves are occurring. And will they be whisked away? Okay, so then the wave seemed to be going over the next letter, which was a big orange. And where do we get oranges from but Florida and California? My two tsunami dreams took place in Florida and California. So I believe that represents the tsunami is going to attack Florida and California. The next O looked almost like a paint can with gold paint, but also to me it looked like honey, like a jar of honey, which represents Rosh Hashanah. Now, on the jar of honey, there were two people. There was one person who was painting some bricks. The bricks, it looked like right after, oh, there's a groundhog walking right by me, and he's got a flower in his mouth. That is so funny. I don't know what that represents, but the Lord always shows me signs. He's right there by the tree, and he is the cutest little thing. He seriously had a flower in his mouth. That is so darn cute. Oh, wow. That's the second groundhog I've seen in 2 days. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so the paint can or the jar of honey represents Rosh Hashanah. And then down on the bottom of the can, there was a person that looked like they were spackling. The spackling tool was very large, and it almost looked like a triangular spaceship. So after Rosh Hashanah, is it going to be this whole fake alien, abduction slash fake rapture, that happens? And then the people painting are the 5 virgins that are left behind that are painting gold. They're working to refine themselves through great tribulation. And they're painting so that they're refined to gold. Okay, and then also they were painting some bricks, and there was a cluster of 10 bricks and then 2 bricks. Is that 12 days? I've often thought that these loops are going to take place in a total of 12 days, like a 2-day period possibly of lights out, and then 10 days where people are imprisoned, because when we look at Revelation, the book of Revelation talks about the 7 churches, and it's the church of Smyrna that is possibly imprisoned for 10 days. Some of them are. So is that a total of 12 days? Is that the 12 bricks? Then, so that's the G, O, O, and then the next G is a doctor with a stethoscope. And so that indicates that after the rapture, and possibly after the fake rapture, is there going to be the medical procedure that everyone has to take. And then the L was an emergency cone, but it was green, like half of it was green and the other half was orange. So green, does that represent like the green horse, the pestilence? Okay, is the pestilence coming? And then there was a man like riding the cone like a horse, and then there were all these bolts above it. So are they going to be giving people, you know, metal, like the that's, you know, in the medical procedure, you know, for the pestilence? The, what do you call it? I forgot what it's called. Anyway, and then the next letter, the E, there was fire. So we know that the next judgment is not a flood judgment, it's a fire judgment. And so, and right above the E is like commerce. It's like these clothing pieces with price tags on them. So just as the fire comes, is the commerce going to go down and change into a new form of commerce, the digital currency, that sort of thing. So I think it's very soon. I think they're showing us in a lot of different ways what is coming. This is what I saw from today's Google Doodle, the Labor Day Google Doodle. Now, the dream I had, I dream all night, and sometimes the enemy does interfere with my dreams. But this was something that was very, I just can't seem to shake this part of the dream. So what happens is, and I've got someone in a white van coming. We'll see what's going to happen there. The dreams that I can't forget are usually the dreams from the Lord, okay? And I was, you know, the Lord refers to my situation right now of me being homeless and in the car as camping. It's come up multiple times for me that, you know, this is kind of referred to as camping. And, you know, you could talk about in the wilderness, our times in the wilderness, that sort of thing. This is definitely a wilderness season for me. I just hit my 6-month mark on that. So today is 6 months plus 1 day. I've been homeless for 6 months. It's hard to believe because the first day I didn't even think I could do it for 1 day. But here I am. And what the dream showed was all of these different sleeping bags. And sleeping bags, you think of sleeping bags for camping. And so I'm out of my home right now, and that means that people are going to be out of their homes. And it was this big, huge, like, kind of like stack of sleeping bags, and they were in all different sizes, including child size. Like, they were like big, normal size adult sleeping bags, and then they just kept getting smaller and smaller for children. So that represents that there's going to be people in a camping type situation that are becoming homeless, and children will be involved. I had to release that. I hesitated because, you know, I just, it was kind of just so short and quick, but the Lord kept putting it on my heart that I needed to release that. So that's it for today. I hope you are all doing well. God bless.